Hello and welcome to the Sussex Learning Network's Higher Education Exploration video series. This video is titled, What is Higher Education? And we'll cover what higher education means, higher education qualification levels, and how higher education courses differ from one another. A good strategy to get the most out of this video would be to take notes of the new information that you learn and rewatch sections that you are unsure about. So, first of all, what is higher education? Well, higher education refers to study that you complete both beyond school and further education. For example, a university degree or a degree apprenticeship. At the moment, in your school studies, you may be working towards your GCSEs, including in English language, mathematics, and science. Some of you that are listening may also be completing other school-level qualifications, for example, a BTEC Level 2 qualification in a subject such as PE or business. Further education qualifications include A-levels, T-levels, and other Level 3 qualifications such as BTEC Level 3s. These are often studied after you have finished school, at a college or a sixth form, and before you complete your compulsory education at age 18. Lastly, successfully completing further education qualifications can offer the opportunity to progress on to higher education, which is optional. These are university-level qualifications, including degrees. But there are lots of higher education courses available, which we're going to be exploring during the rest of this video. Higher education qualifications start at Level 4 and continue all the way to Level 8. For the purposes of today's video, we're going to be focusing on the first higher education qualifications that people achieve at Levels 4, 5, and 6. A university degree is a commonly known higher education qualification. Here you start your studies at Level 4 during your first year, and once you have graduated, you have achieved a Level 6 qualification. A degree apprenticeship also offers the opportunity to start at Level 4 and graduate with a Level 6 qualification, and so is worth the same as a university degree. However, as you are working and learning on the job with an employer as well as studying towards your qualification, it may take longer to complete. There are also opportunities to complete qualifications at one level at a time. For example, higher apprenticeships can be offered at Levels 4, 5, and 6. Similarly, you could complete a High National Certificate, or HNC, which is the equivalent of the first year of a university degree, which is Level 4. High National Diplomas, HNDs, and Foundation Degrees are Level 5 qualifications, in other words, equal to the second year of a university degree. If, after completing these, you want to achieve the equivalent of a university degree, you can study a top-up degree. Whichever option you pick is very much up to you and your own personal preferences and aspirations. If you know you want to get a degree, you may decide to study this. However, if you are not sure you want to commit to this amount of study straight away, or you would like to see how you get on with higher education studies first, you may decide, for example, to start off with a Higher National Certificate. So, as you can see, there are lots of higher education qualifications available, not just your standard university degree. So let's recap what we have covered with a quick quiz. First question, what is university level study called? University level study is called higher education. This is completed after school and further education. Second, what qualification levels are studied during higher education? Higher education qualifications are studied at Levels 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Today, we have focused on Levels 4, 5, and 6, as these are the first higher education qualifications that people achieve. Next question. What level qualification is a Higher National Diploma, or a HND? Higher National Diplomas are Level 5. This is equivalent to the second year of a university degree. And last question. Can you achieve the equivalent of a traditional university degree via a degree apprenticeship? The answer to this is yes, you can. Don't worry if you weren't able to get all of these questions right the first time. Rewatch the previous parts of this video to help you with your understanding. The really exciting thing about studying a higher education course is that there is so many options available to you, which means you can pick exactly what you want to study. For example, if you cannot decide between studying two subjects that you love, you don't necessarily have to. When it comes to university degrees, a single honours degree, in other words studying one subject only, is one of three options available to you. An example of a single honours degree could be a bachelor's degree in biology. This means you spend 100% of your time studying biology. Your second option is to study what is called a joint honours degree. This is where you spend an equal amount of time, 50%, studying two subjects. An example of a joint honours degree is a bachelor's degree in biology and French. The word "and" is the giveaway here, and you can use this to identify joint honours degrees when exploring your options. Lastly, if you want to study two subjects but focus on one more than the other, this is also possible through major-minor degrees. An example of a major-minor degree is a bachelor's degree in biology with French. Again, the wording of this really helps you identify these types of degrees, as they have the word "with" in between the two subjects. So here you would spend 75% of your degree studying the first subject, in this case biology, and about 25% of your time studying the second subject, in this case French. The best place to find out the types of courses that a higher education provider offers is their website, as this is likely to have the most up-to-date information. Alongside being able to study multiple subjects and choose how much time you spend studying on each of these, what is also really exciting about higher education is that you can also choose what to study on your course. This is because not all higher education courses are the same. The topics you can study in them are usually related to the specialist knowledge of the lecturers there, so you will be taught by experts who are potentially leading on cutting-edge research. To demonstrate this, let's look at the following example. Let's say we have two different higher education providers. One is the University of Blogstown, and the second is the City of Blogs College Group. They are both offering a Bachelor of Arts in English Literature, which you can apply to study with them. There are some English literature topics that they both offer, including creative writing, science fiction, and screenwriting. If you are interested in studying these areas at higher education level, you could apply to study with both of them. However, there are some topics that only one of the providers offers, because they have lecturers that are experts in these who can teach them. For example, the University of Blogstown offers Gothic literature, which the City of Blogs College Group cannot. However, the City of Blogs College Group includes medieval literature on the course, whilst the University of Blogstown does not. If you really want to study one of these subjects at higher education level, you may be looking to apply to study at one of these providers. The sooner you start your research, the more time you have to make sure you are picking the right course for you. So now that we've delved into higher education courses in more detail, let's check your understanding with a quick quiz. First question for you. Do you have to study only one subject at higher education level? The answer to this is no, you do not. It is possible to study more than one subject at higher education level if you want to. Next, what is the name of the degree type where you can study two subjects with a focus on one? This is a major-minor degree. On these types of degrees, you typically spend about 75% of your time studying one subject and about 25% of your time studying another. Third question, a higher education course with the same name is offered at two different higher education providers. Will they have the same content? The answer to this is not necessarily, no. This is because the topics offered are usually taught by the lecturers that are experts in their area. Last question, where can you go to find out more information about the types of courses and content a higher education provider offers? The best place to go is their website, as this is likely to have the most up-to-date and detailed information. How many of these questions were you able to get right the first time? Make sure to re-watch this video to cover any gaps in your knowledge so that you understand all of the higher education options available, including the types of courses and content that can be studied. Well done for watching this higher education exploration video titled "What is Higher Education?" In this video, we have covered, first of all, what higher education means. To recap, This is university level learning that takes place after school and further education. We've also covered higher education course levels. These are levels 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Today, we are focused on levels 4, 5, and 6, as these are the first higher education qualifications that people achieve. Lastly, we have covered how higher education courses differ from one another. There are a number of different higher education courses available, which, although it might seem daunting at first, is a brilliant opportunity for you to pick exactly how and what you want to study. Having explored this today, what are your next steps to help you explore your higher education options further? You could get help with this by speaking to your careers advisor at school or contacting the National Careers Service for free. Thank you for listening. This video was brought to you by the Sussex Learning Network. We are part of the Uni Connect programme funded by the Office for Students, and we work in partnership with the Chichester College Group. Let us know what you thought of this video by completing a short survey, which you can find in the description below.